We back. This is the second time I am starting this broadcast. What is good, my people, my peeps? What is good? When entering the broadcast, could you please hit the like button? I would appreciate it. It will push this broadcast out and get as many people to enjoy and receive this message. I would appreciate it. Let's get into it. Y'all know I'm gonna have to start all over again, and it don't matter because I'm in this long line and I don't know what's taking so long. What's today? Oh, it's not payday, is it? It might be close to pay. That's why everybody's out and about. So I'm back. Yeah, you know how they like to do. They like to cut a sister live off because I be dropping these gems. Hey Tanya, hey. Thank you for letting me know that there was no sound. Yeah. So, y'all. Let me see if I can get. I'm gonna try to keep it short, but sometimes I get to going. I do. I must admit. Okay. Yeah, we back in the building, baby. We are back in the way through. Okay. Revelation. And I wanted to bring this information to you guys. And this probably is going to be actually a new series that I'm going to bring to the platform of talking points that will only be associated to what I'm getting ready to talk about today. And that is Eve is dead and Adam is dust. Are you ready for eternity? Okay, because we know that we're getting ready. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. When you come into the building, please hit the thumbs up so we can push this message. Eve is dead. Adam is dust. Are you ready for eternity? That's the question. That's the title of these talking points today. So we know that they're getting ready to go into the new year, 2023, which we don't celebrate the new year until March. Yes. Thank you. You know, we don't celebrate the new year until March when the spring, the flowers are blooming, the birds are singing. Okay, baby? That's when we celebrate it. But these pagan holidays are mostly celebrated on, they're not God holidays, they're pagan holidays. Thank you. Okay, so since they getting ready to get ready for this they new year, I'm gonna just tell y'all what we're gonna get ready to lead going into 2023. We're getting ready to move into the eternities. And with that being said, all these old talking points from platforms, these red pill brothers, the platforms of browbeating women, you know, these incels, simping brothers, even thank you. There you are. Even brothers that use the Bible to browbeat women. Okay, all of these talking points, and they're going to be truly left in 2022 because we are elevating as people and we are elevating as women. And it's a tight squeeze here. Hold on, y'all. Let me concentrate getting through here. It's tight. Hello, doggy. Hello, doggy. We're elevating, guys. We are truly transitioning right now. And so I'm going to tell you how it corresponds with the revelation that I had as far as with these red pill brothers and their platforms are just going to be just going garbage. Just basically garbage going into 2023. You know, the browbeating of women, the downplaying of women, and how some brothers don't want to realize that the Most High said in the last days that women and men he would pour out his prophecies upon. Okay? You have so many brothers that are stuck wanting to oppress women instead of uplift women as part of their partners, their partnership. We're gonna go outside real quick, get some fresh air real quick. It's not too cold. The live want to keep cutting off. We're gonna have this quick chit chat. Lock the doors. and have some fresh air as I talk to you guys about this transition that's getting ready to take place and us moving into 2022, truly putting away a lot of things, negative energy, negative talking points, and a lot of it is coming from, look at this seagull, y'all, my goodness, this is a duck, y'all can't see it, where is it at? My goodness, I don't live in the ocean, by the ocean at all, guys, and there, a doggone seagull just flew by. Do y'all know what a seagull is? There must be some kind of crazy activity going on in the sea. There was just a seagull. You know those white birds that just fly over the water? Where'd it go? It just flew. Very interesting. Oh yeah, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be out here too long. It's kind of chilly. Ooh. It's a little chilly. I don't know how long I'm gonna be out here at this park. But I wanted to come and have this quick conversation. So let me set y'all up real quick. I can't even see. There we go. So we're gonna be transitioning into, I can't see y'all because, let me turn this around. It's too bright out here. Into 2023. And a lot of the talking points that, you still here? Okay, good, Tanya. Tanya's still here. That's what's up. These birds, I wanted y'all to see this. It was a seagull that just passed by. And I live in centralized Texas, so there's no ocean around here. I don't know where that seagull would have came from. That would be on the Gulf. But anyway, a lot of things are about to be left behind in 2022, going into 2023. The transitioning that is getting ready to take place. And I was talking about the Red Pill brothers and their talking points and all the negative, so much negative energy and oppression against women. And so I wanted to tell you what hit me and how men are not looking at the bigger picture, the picture as a whole, right? And it really hit me with these black women coming together, black entrepreneurs. And it's been some women that, you know, they're doing things in this follow train just simply to benefit them. But the majority of the women that have come together on the TikTok platform, I mean, it triggered brothers to come together and start bonding together and following each other. It caused other cultures around the world. You know, we are the salt of the earth. And so it has caused other cultures to start their own follow train and support each other, right? Simply from black women being fed up. Black women always being talked down to, labeled this, labeled that. And so as I thought about that and thought about, you know, we're getting ready to go into 2023 and these Red Pill brothers with their platforms and their negativity when it comes to women in general, but the main focus being black women, how that their platforms truly are going to start to deteriorate, and how a lot of brothers that also use the Bible as an oppressive tool against black women or women in general, how those talking points will no longer be feasible moving into 2023 and beyond. We are truly in a transitional space, and within transitioning comes changes, right? And so a lot of my brothers, Israel that use these talking points of oppression of women, I don't know if they truly were anointed by the Most High God, because for one, they would know that we are truly in the end times, and that women would be anointed with prophecies and information from the Most High God. So if they are still using talking points to oppress women, then they are truly in the beginning of my title when I said Eve is dead, Adam is dust. Are you ready for Are you ready for eternity? Okay, because the pointing and the blaming of Eve, from the red pill gang of men, and also from the Bible thumping brothers, they love to use Eve and what Eve did in the beginning in the Bible, right? How she was the weaker vessel, how she did this and she did that, and Eve was deceived. So we know all of that at this point in time. But if those brothers think that those talking points are going to elevate them into 2023 and beyond, well, they are not, because we are in Revelations. Adam is dust. See, Adam was a simp. Adam did not stand up. Adam did not walk in his authority. But Adam is dead along with Eve. We are focusing on Revelations right now, okay? And moving into eternity, moving into heaven, this new world that will be changed, made anew. So I wanted just to compare, and maybe this might broaden your horizons and help you to understand how the Bible is, because I believe a lot of our brothers who use the Bible to browbeat women and stand on the fact of what Eve has done are not looking into where we are going. And so let me get into it. We know that Ezekiel saw the future, for he was a prophet, and he foretold of the end times and how that women would cling on to men. There would be more women than men. We know that the ratio of women right now in this day and time outweighs the number of men that are here in this day and time. But when it comes to the end times, when Ezekiel spoke of the end times, he spoke of women outnumbering men, and how men would be like precious gold, because it would be so far, they would be so few and far between, it would be hard to find men, and that women would cleave onto one man. So one man going in, transitioning into the fifth dimension, into heaven, into the millennial, because there's transitional spaces. Women would cling onto one man because there would not be that many men. So therefore, that's saying, little girl, where your parents at, sister? With that being said, Jacob's trouble is going to take out a lot of men, okay? Men who are, I feel, now this is just my thought on this, who are browbeating women, making it seem like women are the ones that will not be around. But from what Ezekiel has pointed out, it looks to be the opposite. Jacob's trouble is going to take out a lot of our brothers, okay? And I say brothers, I'm talking about people that are going to make it through Jacob's trouble, people that are in the faith, people that believe in the Most High God. These people are going to be preserved. They are going to make it through Jacob's trouble. But these men that make it through Jacob's trouble are going to be few and far between, meaning they're not going to be that many men, but they're going to be a lot of women. And so that does not line up to some of the talking points that you may hear in today's time, in, you know, my little messy bun, in today's time in society on these platforms, where they like to browbeat women. Because if that was the case, it would be the opposite, you would think, if you were using a little bit of your brain cells to, you know, reason upon what Elijah was talking about, Ezekiel was talking about, when it comes to not that many men being on earth and women having to cling on to one man. I was like, that's interesting, because the Most High God, if it was so many wicked women, there wouldn't be that many women left behind to even have to cling on to one man. Let's just use a little logic here when we read this Bible and think about it, you know. Compare the ratios of how Elijah, I'm getting their names going back and forth, Ezekiel is stating in the Word. Or the Most High would have made it equal, you know. But he made the women outweigh the survivors. Hear me out. And these survivors are going to be righteous, right? Because they've made it through Jacob's trouble. Because a lot of the men have succumbed, have been put down through Jacob's trouble, the trials of Jacob, the hunting down and killing of a lot of righteous men. A lot of them won't make it, but there'll be a lot of righteous women to make it, to the point to where they will have to cling on to one man, and they will ask, we can let us be your wives. Let us be your wives and take away our reproach, right? And you will hear brothers use that in a negative way. In a negative way, when it's not, because this is a transitional period. We are getting ready to go into eternity, into heaven, into the millennia. So there will be marriages. There's not going to be any more single living, single life, single, right? Life. Going into heaven, into the new millennium. See, we're going into the new millennium first before you go into eternity. The millennial is 1,000 years. But let me stay focused on this transition right here, where Ezekiel talks about these men being few and far between, and so many women asking for the man that they find to marry them, even if he has a wife already, to take away their reproach, meaning they don't want to be single, take away any negative connotation about a single woman being out here. Okay? There was another thing that hit me, what Ezekiel talked about. And some of these men, these red pill brothers, and some of these men that like to, the Bible thumpers that like to use the Bible to browbeat women, and they like to say, you know, and these women in the end times, they're going to cling, they're going to try to find a brother to marry them, because they're going to want the brother to take away their reproach. Let's look at this. Open your eyes and think of this clearly now, because some of the scales should have fallen away from your eyes. And they're going to have their own garment. They're going to have their own food. They're going to have their own homes. Think about that clearly. You're hearing brothers say this in a negative light, just like you hear them now. That's why I said we're getting ready to go into 2023, and that negative energy is going to shift, because you hear brothers, when these black women started clinging together and entrepreneurship was spread amongst 60 million black women and counting. It's probably more than 60 million at this point. And you hear some of them upset about black women being entrepreneurs. But if you're looking and you're reading in your word, some people read the Bible as if it's make-believe, as if it's some kind of sci-fi. Look at this car pulling up right behind me, mine. I haven't been out here a hot second. And it's cold at this park. Ain't nobody out here but me drinking something cold. But They look at the Bible as some kind of sci-fi instead of that Jesus walked on this planet. Okay? And so I'm giving you a comparison to make you go, these black women over here on TikTok have ignited a community of women, of entrepreneurs, of business women, growing, making money. And then if I look at the Bible, because these are black women, Jakes, I can't say all of them are going to be counted in the roll, on the roll, you know what I'm saying? But I want you to pay attention to the parallel of what I'm getting ready to break down for you. Black women united, business women, entrepreneurs who make their own money. Hear me out. Hello, come on. I hope you can hear me. Clean out those ears. Black women, entrepreneurs who can make their own money. Ezekiel said in the end times that women will have their own money because they'll have their own garments. They'll be able to provide for themselves if I need to make it plain. They'll have their own raiment. They'll provide for their own food. They'll have their own homes, their own land. But the lack of will be a man, because a lot of the men will be killed within this transition coming out of Jacob's trouble. A lot of men won't make it. But you're going to have a lot of women. And you're going to have a lot of women that are entrepreneurs, business women. Come on, follow me. Pick up what I'm putting down. We have black men who make it like it's a crime for a black woman to be intelligent, for a black woman to own a business. But they don't want to compare it to what the Bible said. They don't want to even put those 1 and 2 together. Look at what's happening in the real world. And look what the Bible is saying is going to happen in the real world. Women in the Bible will have their own. They won't need men to have to come in and provide for them because they will have their own. But see, I know this is going to piss off a lot of men because they think that they're going to be the dominant in this transition when that is not so. They are on the lesser of the ratio because it's foretold. And women are on the dominant of the ratio, for it is foretold. That is why women will cling onto men, because men will be precious as gold, because they will be few and far between. But these women that will cling onto these men will have their own raiment, their own properties, their own money, their own food. Do you know why these men are going to be precious? Because see, I'm talking about transitioning. And I'm giving it to you in real time, in real life understanding. Not in this patriarchal dominancy that these red pill brothers and Bible thumping brothers want to keep you in, and not understanding the broader picture, not breaking it down how Ezekiel said it would be, and if it's parallel to what is happening right now. That women are prospering. Women are business owners. That's what's happening when Ezekiel is telling you women gonna have their stuff together. They just not gonna have men, because there's not gonna be that many men left after Jacob's trouble, after the slaughter of black men, after the slaughter of Puerto Ricans and whoever else are the children of the Most High God. There's not gonna be that many men left. But out of those men, the women and those men that are left, that go into the new millennia, are the ones that are going to be procreating and bringing forth new life. Come on through. Y'all better get into this word. And it is a word. It is a message. It's the message that a lot of brothers don't want to bring forth. They don't want to make it plain. They don't want to make it plain because they want to have this power. And it's not about power over the woman. It's about order. And they have got it shifted and twisted and turned upside down. They have got it twisted and shifted and turned upside down that they only study. And I'm going to wrap it up after this. They only study messages that are in the Bible, literature, passages, chapter and verses that are in the Bible that will bring forth anything that says something negative about a woman. If I'm saying this and it's not true, tell me I'm not telling the truth. If you have gone onto any red pill platforms, any brothers that proclaim to, bring forth the word of the Most High, they could have 1 to 2 videos, and within those 1 to 2 videos out of multiple videos on their platform, they're going to have words, scripture, pointing out everything negative about a woman. How evil the woman is, how evil this, what Eve has done. So that is why I tell you in this title of this broadcast today, Eve is dead. Adam is dust. Are you ready for eternity? Because it's going to be a new day in time. The men that are left, the small number that are left on this planet, and the large number of women that are left that will be divided up into having husbands, these are going to be the groups of people that will go into the next transition, into the millennia, to help procreate and rebuild this nation. But it's not going to be a lot of men. But you don't need that many men to make a nation if you have the majority of women. So they are giving you a message that the Most High God gave to his prophets. But their message is structured under a profound hatred for women. A profound hatred and oppression that they want to have, and the power that they want to have over women, when it's not about power. It's about order. And that is what's going to happen going into the new kingdom. Order. So I'll talk to you, and this is going to be a talking point that I'm going to bring out, because men truly don't understand about women and the greatness of a good woman. The Proverbs woman. I want you to look that up. Go into Proverbs and look up the Proverbs woman. You see, you have men so upset about women being entrepreneurs and business women. But the Most High God tells you in Proverbs regarding the Proverbs woman that she was a businesswoman, a homemaker, a businesswoman, for she went to the market early in the morning and sold her garments, her goods. She was an entrepreneur. She was not married. She woke up, she took care of her household, everything she needed to take care of, and on top of that went out and made money. A Proverbs woman, a good woman. But if you listen to some of these red pill brothers, and some of these brothers that are Bible thumping brothers but have a disdain for women, especially black women, you are going to miss the boat, because you're only going to hear scriptures that are coming from these brothers that are negative about a woman. especially a woman that has any inkling of intelligence. But I tell you this, the Most High God wouldn't told you about a Proverbs woman, because a Proverbs woman would have to have a mind to go out and have her household in order, be a businesswoman, because that's what a Proverbs woman is, a businesswoman. For she went out into the market and sold her goods and brought money back into her household. So that's why I say we have to be careful who we listen to going into 2023, because 2022 and the oppression and the red pill brothers, all of that is going to be left behind, because we are elevating, we are rising to the occasion now. We are transitioning into the fifth dimension, wherein more women are going to outnumber men. So you may have a lot of men now on these platforms or in the world with these negative, thank you, Tanya, sending love and hugs to you too, with these negative talking points. But all of those men are not going to make it in this next transition, for it was foretold. All right, guys, I'm out, and much, much love.